President Rodrigo Duterte on Thursday vows to resign if Senator Antonio Trillanes can prove in court allegations that Duterte had billions of ill-gotten wealth. Trillanes revived on Thursday his accusation that Duterte had as much as 2.4 billion pesos in his bank accounts, undeclared in his statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth when he was mayor.
If Trillanes can prove his allegation that I have amassed 2 billion pesos illegally, or if that bank account under my name has a total deposit at one time of even just $500 million, I will resign as president immediately. I would advise Trillanes to go to court and file the proper case against me and advise him further to stop opening his mouth when he has nothing to say.
Duterte also accuses Trillanes of profiting from hiring many consultants in the Senate. He also says the reason why Trillanes is going after him is because he has nothing to lose, being on his last term as senator.
First, is that Trillanes is on his last term and would have known nothing to lose if he would resign from office, which explains his penchant for always daring president to resign. He actually has no political career after his term.
Duterte also addresses Trillanes' claims that suspicious amounts of money found their way into the bank accounts of his daughter, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio, and his common-law wife, Janidat Avancenia.
Must also have forgotten that my daughter Sara is a lawyer by profession and that she earns from this and that, and she has clients who actually pay for her services, and not from illegal retainers which Trillanes is so used to so doing.
The president says Avancenia is a known businesswoman in Davao City, being the owner of Mr. Donut franchises and the meat supplier of 5 malls. United States President Donald Trump insists Thursday that neither he nor his campaign team had contacts with Russian officials in the run-up to last year's U.S. elections, contradicting an explosive report which he blasts as fake news. Trump says, quote, "I have nothing to do with Russia. The whole Russia thing is a ruse." Trump also defends Michael Flynn, his national security advisor, whose resignation he demanded and received earlier this week. He says Flynn wasn't wrong for holding pre-inauguration phone calls with the Russian ambassador about U.S. sanctions policy. Trump instead accuses U.S. intelligence agencies of breaking the law for leaking information about the calls. A New York Times report said wiretapped calls and phone records showed Trump aides were in repeated contact with Russian intelligence officials well before the U.S. elections. The heir of South Korean giant Samsung is arrested Friday as part of a probe into corruption and influence peddling cases that caused President Park Gyun-Hye to be impeached. Lee Jae-Young, Samsung Electronics vice chairman, is accused of paying nearly $40 million in bribes to Park's confidant Choi Soon-Sil to secure policy favors. He was already being held at a detention center after appearing in court Thursday as judges deliberated whether to issue an arrest warrant. Lee narrowly avoided being formally arrested last month after the court ruled there was insufficient evidence. But prosecutors on Tuesday made a second bid for his arrest, saying they collected more evidence in recent weeks. The scandal centers on Choi, who is accused of using her close ties with Park to force local firms to donate nearly $70 million to nonprofit organizations, which she allegedly used for personal gain. Samsung was the single biggest donor to the foundations.